years, martial arts stories. Alvis Tennant here, The Way of Victory. I think I left off, I gave you the story of my friend Dennis Robinson told his story. And so now I'm going back to the chronological order. It's 1973. I've dropped out of high school. My father has signed for me to go into the Marine Corps. And I take the test, I get the GED, I take all the necessary tests and show up for boot camp in Marine Corps Recruit Depot in San Diego, California. And I show up there on September 27th, 1973. There was never a doubt in my mind that I was going to make it. I don't know how I was so confident, but I was. I just knew I'm going to make this. And so boot camp started out with 96 people. My graduating class had 43 people that made it during that time. Now some of those people quit, got kicked out, some of them got put back, so it took them a little more than 3 months to get through Marine Corps boot camp. But I was in that first squad of 43 people, and I made it through. And the Marine Corps was a big part of my life. It's a big part of who I am. All that I'd done had prepared me for that. The only thing is I couldn't practice out in the open. They told me they didn't want to see me practicing that damn karate shit. So that was the orders. So of course I would sneak and get my practicing in. And then there were a few guys that were into martial arts, so I actually was the spearhead to, we'd spar in the bathroom. We might have to go behind either in the bathroom or get a crowd in front of us where we could actually do some sparring. And that's where some guys from New York and some guys from Chicago, we do hard to the body, so I learned those kind of little bit of street boxing type skills along with the karate. So the boot camp was a very good training ground for me. Of course, we're doing push-ups all the time, running all the time. I didn't know you could run right after you eat, but you can. So we ran quite a bit, ran in boots and did everything they told you not to do, but we did it, and I made it through boot camp. And then when I went to boot camp, my first duty station was Camp Pendleton, California. And I'm a little guy, young guy. I'm 17. So even most of the people there are 19, 20, 21, some 18, but very few were 17. Plus I looked, at 17, I looked like I was 14 or 15. So I had to make sure I asserted that I was not a pushover. So this one guy, he was probably about 5'10", maybe about 160, and he just took it upon himself. And he'd been in the Marines about 2 or 3 years, and I'm just getting in, so they called you a boot when you just got in. He called me, hey boot, hey boot. They could call you that, but I think he just took it a little bit further than he needed to, and it built up, and I didn't appreciate it, and I let him know that you can't do that anymore. He basically ignored me, and then one day I was out, we were all out, waiting to go in formation, and I said, I was talking to a friend of mine loud enough for him to hear. I said, look at that ugly motherfucker. And he said, what'd you say, boot? And came down right in my face, and as soon as he got close enough, I hit him with a palm strike to the nose. Nose started bleeding. He swung a couple times at me. I hit him with 3 strikes to the face and then kicked him. And when I kicked him, he fell down these stairs, and there was people like leaning on the stairs waiting to get in formation. And so it was like a movie. I mean, like 20 people fell down these stairs and rolled, all because of that kick. And so it was like, that was big. Man, that little dude, that karate dude, kicked 20 people down the stairs, so that kind of made me look, I know it just happened because of gravity, but it made me look good. But needless to say, he didn't bother me anymore after that. And that was my initiation into the Camp Pendleton world. And I didn't have any more trouble then, but I began to train very diligently with karate. I signed up for a local school where we would have many full contact matches with chest protector and kendo face mask and kendo gloves. So you're going all out. And that's how we spar. And I'll tell you about my first experience with that next time.